Flight Chops is all about sharing flying experiences.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little sick.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah.
No worries.
And we threw a heck of a lot at my buddy Blake on this one.
Really feel the plane, right? Yeah, this is cool.
And that's exactly why people like this plane, because it kind of puts that stuff just front and center and just forces you to work on it.
Flying Tailwheel has made me a better pilot in almost every quantifiable way.
Totally see now why they say this makes you a better pilot with stick and rudder.
Yeah, you see it, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you just did some basic stuff in the Citabria.
Yep.
And what are you feeling?
This is a little bit more intimidating. Yeah. I don't know, that was like a tricycle, I guess, and this is like a motorcycle.
That would be a good analogy.
Yeah.
It's cool to see your plane sitting there parked beside it.
Yeah, I know, right? From the minivan to like the crotch rocket.
That saves me doing a voiceover for
There
that.
you go.
This one is a story within a story. My friend Blake bought an airplane and asked me to go halfway across the country to fly it home with him, and I couldn't pass that up. Blake has been a pilot buddy since way before Flight Chops. He's not yet instrument rated, so this was a perfect mission for me to take on with my newly acquired IFR ticket. With a 6-pack panel and no certified GPS, I was glad to have ForeFlight and a Kirky original autopilot from 1971. This is a multi-part series with a few episodes already published and more to come. When we reached Winnipeg, the midpoint of the trip, I was definitely ready for a break. So we stopped in to see a good friend and mentor, and to get Blake a solid introduction to tailwheel flying. And who better to show him the ropes than Luke Penner. Luke is the chief instructor at HARV'S AIR. He's been a huge part of my advanced tailwheel and aerobatics training. We recently shared a multi-part series covering learning the sportsman competitive sequence.
Good morning, Blake. So I understand we're going to do your first tailwheel flight today.
Yeah, that's right. I'm excited.
Right on.
Yeah.
We've spoken a little bit about your flying background.
Most of my hours are on a 172.
Oh, okay.
So,
all
yeah.
school gear. We'll get you in the Citabria this morning, and if that goes well, Steve says we can maybe put you in the extra after
That'd be
that.
sick. Yeah.
Just get you familiar with some of the differences in tailwheel flying. Like we'll go through takeoff procedures, differences in taxiing, and then of course landings. Get comfortable with the airplane.
Okay.
Do some basic air work and do some macro.
Yes. All
Just
right.
kind of easy
gonna
into
be
things.
good. I'm nervous a little bit. It's the first time doing anything that's aerobatic related at all. I'm excited. I want to go upside down. So.
This is your first time upside down?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
This is going to be a lot for a first day of tailwheel training, but Blake was a good sport and open to sharing the vulnerability of the process. Simply learning how to work the pedals requires a whole new approach compared to nose wheel flying.
Big important thing is that we don't accidentally push the brakes
Yeah.
when we're taking off or landing or something like that. I wouldn't recommend being like that because it's going to be really hard to access the brakes when you need them. So what I would do is I would use this part of my foot exactly, and then that way you can pivot your toes back so that you're not on the brakes, but then you can just pivot forward if you need them.
Right. Okay.
You don't need to change your foot position at all.
Gotcha.
Go through the checklist.
I'm going to trim the standard procedures and checklists out of this episode so that we can focus on the unique experiences of a new tailwheel pilot.
Check all clear and start.
And that sight picture that you're going to be seeing when you're taxiing around, absorb all that visual information because when you're landing later on, that's what we're going to be shooting for in terms of a 3-point landing attitude.
Right.
It's going to be about that taxi attitude.
Okay.
So just got to soak that in.
I think we should be good, so you can go ahead and pull the stick all the way in your stomach, and you can taxi us out.
In terms of taxiing, you don't want to have your stick all the way back, so it's going to be a control stick instead of the yoke that you're used to.
Yeah.
And my guess is by the end of the morning, you're going to prefer the stick over the yoke.
Okay, cool. Yeah. It looks like fun. I don't know. I've never flown anything with a stick before. So.
I think it's a little more sporty, and I think it just feels right.
I would do that a little more gentle. Okay. Tail drag, you never really want to have a rapid brake application. Always gentle. But yeah, if you want to just kind of do some zigzag turns here just to kind of get a feel for things.
It was cool to watch Blake taxi past the Cherokee 6. I hope to inspire more pilots to get into tailwheel flying. Even if it's not something you see yourself doing regularly, I guarantee you it will make you better.
How's she feel so far?
Not bad. It's just trying to get used to just pointing the nose in the direction and then not being able to see like right in front of me.
Yeah. Kind of pick a nice clean area where there's no gravel. We can do a run up there.
All right, cool.
Give it a little more brake, and then you'll, there you go.
Oh, there we go.
And you can turn it on a dime.
So again, skipping checklists, let's just get these guys flying.
All right, run-up checklist complete.
All right, let's line up. And we won't backtrack, we'll just use the runway right from here.
Yep.
That traffic ahead is airborne.
So I'm expecting like the tail to come up first. And then not to get freaked out by that, because it's.
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna go nose over, maybe. I guess.
You're going to be totally in control of how that tail comes off the ground.
Mhm.
So we're actually purposely doing that with how we move the stick forward.
Okay.
Get yourself lined up. Make sure your feet are not on the brakes. And let's go.
The stick's going to be fully aft,
Mhm.
and then we're going to go smoothly, full power.
Yeah.
Once we have full power, we're going to bring the stick smoothly forward. We don't need to rush that, just forward.
Yep.
A little bit past neutral, you're going to start to feel it lift in the back.
Okay.
Bring the stick forward. But more forward. Push, push, push. Yeah, right there.
And then at that point, those instincts are going to kick in like, oh, like,
Yeah.
I don't like the way this feels. Don't be alarmed. You can let that tail wheel come up a good, 8 inches, 9 inches or so. I'll be coaching you through that, of course.
A little quicker on your feet. And rotate.
Oh, yeah.
And we're flying.
Oh. How was that? 7 out of 10?
It was pretty typical.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you just gotta relax on your feet a little bit more. You're pretty stiff.
Yeah.
So just kind of relax your feet.
Right, okay.
So how'd you like that first takeoff?
It was good. It was a little squirrely a bit, but it was fine. I didn't feel unsafe.
Good.
I didn't feel like I was out of control. It was just gotta be lighter on the pedals.
Yeah.
What I thought was being in control was actually making it worse.
Yep.
And we'll just maintain runway heading.
Yeah, I think my biggest challenge is going to stay coordinated.
Yeah, that's everyone's challenge, and that's exactly why people like this plane, because it kind of puts that stuff just front and center, and just forces you to work on it. So here we are in the practice area. The space is ours, so you can do some steep turns.
All right, let's go for a steep turn to the right.
Go for it. Again, reference that ball. That's good, and you can recover from that. Try one to the left.
That's my bad side.
Oh. A little aggressive on the rudder on the entry.
Okay.
There you go. You can roll out on north. You ever done a Dutch roll? Like a roll about a point?
No.
The goal here is to roll the airplane continuously left and right without turning. Have the rudder applied in harmony with our aileron movements in the same direction.
Okay.
So we're just going to reverse the roll direction before the airplane actually has a chance to turn. And it's a very honest exercise, because if you ever mismatch the two, you'll see right away that your nose will depart
Okay.
your reference point. So why don't you take control?
I have control.
You can try that, so just keep your eyes outside, focus on Steinbach, and just try to do a roll left and right about that point. Very spirited.
Yeah.
A little bit too much rudder there.
Okay.
And then right aileron rudder. Good. That's a little heavy on the foot.
Okay.
Yeah, since your roll rate is not so much, you're not deflecting a lot of aileron, you don't actually need that
Not
much
much.
rudder. Exactly. That's better.
Oh, that was awesome. This is cool.
Good. No, I'm glad you're liking it. I should show you some basic acro.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of give you a taste of what you're in for with the extra.
Sure.
We're not going to cover basic acro training in this one. It's really about Blake's first experience flying tailwheel. But I wanted to keep his first execution of a loop. That's an awesome memory for anyone that's ever flown upside down for the first time.
So you can take control.
Okay, I can control.
Maybe just kind of tell me what you're going to do. What are some of the key points you're going to try to do?
I'll pitch down for 140.
Yep.
Bring it up to the horizon for a bit.
Perfect.
Then straight back, all the way back, and then as I lose, the horizon, keep an eye on the left. And then as I come around, look up to see get my reference again.
Yep.
So at the top, release of the back pressure a little bit,
Correct.
and then back up to the horizon.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good, my friend. Let's do it. So you can point the nose downhill.
You've got the power settings?
I got it for you.
All
Yeah,
right, great.
Absolutely. A little more down, right about there. You can keep forward pressure to keep the nose there. All right, fly level, and we'll pull right into it. Now look left. Now relax the stick a little bit. Look forward. Now you can start to pull back gently. Now you can pull harder, just like you did in the beginning, all the way back to the horizon, and you just hit a loop.
Yes. Oh my God, that's so awesome. Yes.
Very nice. Very nice. Woo!
You're really good in the loop. I mean, this is the biggest thing to keep in mind is just make sure you're looking in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's head back.
Had a nice 12-knot gusty crosswind for your first tailwheel landing.
Yeah.
But you were up for it.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
We briefed a 3-point landing, so that's what we stuck with in the end.
Yeah.
But we did a wing low 3-point landing.
Yeah.
Try to fly about 70 at this point. Traffic's on the go. Ground speed feels good. Raise the nose a little bit, keep your wings low. It is challenging with the wind, but just do the best you can.
Yeah.
So that's one thing with the 3-point landing, with your wing angle being higher, like you're more susceptible to being kind of picked up like that.
Runway is clear. Get power back a little bit, raise the nose a little bit. Give yourself a little bit of nose up trim. Okay, so now we're just going to fly it down and level off just above the ground and hold it off. So power's off. So we got a little bit of speed here, so we're going to have to hold it off a while. We can bring it down a little lower. And just drop that left wing into the wind. That's okay, we'll just hold it. Hold it. There we go, stick goes back. Sort of shimmy on the tail wheel, ease forward.
So we touched like that.
Right. Yeah, I heard that.
And then let the downwind tire touch.
Yeah.
You can't compromise. You know, like you can't be like, oh, well, I'm done doing this, hold off, I'm just going to land.
Yeah.
Plane's not going to let you do it. If you hit on the mains first, it's just going to bounce and bounce. It's not going to settle. So you have to just hold it for that moment where the stick is almost all the way back. You're just about to stall. All 3 tires touch, or in this case, it would be the 2. Stick is back.
Did you hear that? Was the stall horn going off? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself?
Oh yeah.
Good. This is so cool. Something different.
If you want more tailwheel oriented content, I've got an entire playlist that follows my basic initial training, and then I share the process of getting checked out in a Stearman, the Chipmunk, and culminating in the T6 Harvard, which I'm super proud of.
Totally see now why they say this makes you a better pilot with stick and rudder.
Yeah, you see it, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. They're off and everything off.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Thanks.
Good job.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. At the start, I was worried about getting sick. But like you said, as soon as when you're in the control, it's completely different. At first, I was like, had a death grip on the stick, but then I loosened up a bit.
Yeah.
And one thing I noticed, at least on the taxi on the way back, was I didn't have to worry about looking up front. I can just look at the side and see if I was moving closer to the edge of the taxiway or
Precisely.
not, right? So
exactly.
So after a debrief and a lunch break, Blake was about to get a taste of real aerobatics. And it may not have been the best choice to do this after lunch.
And Blake, I'll give you this Air Cygnus bag.
Cool.
Better safe than sorry, right? Yep. And best thing I think to do is just to kind of tuck it inside your sweater or your shirt and then seal it up just so it doesn't fly out. Should you need it, let me know. Yep. I'll keep things upright. And don't forget to open it and move your mic out of the way. Hey, there's a reason I'm telling you this.
No, I know, I get it. It's cool.
After Blake was strapped in, Luke and I briefed how we wanted to achieve a shot that we wanted to pull off.
Yeah, so once we fire up, you're welcome to walk out there.
I'll just follow you to the taxiway.
Yep, exactly, perfect.
So you're going to take off, turn around, and buzz me?
Yep.
Opposite direction?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, so we'll come this way.
Yeah.
Clear. All right, 1, 2, Blake, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you feeling, man?
Good, excited, nervous, all at the same time. It's great.
All the right emotions.
Yeah. You must be able to see more back there, right? Because it's like I'm pointing at the sky.
A little bit,
Yeah.
not much. But yeah, you gotta S-turn regardless.
Right.
Standby so traffic X-ray Romeo Alpha is going to be lining up and departing 36, and we're going to do an immediate low and over on 18 after traffic downwind could extend outbreast.
Alternative, Terra will extend for the low and over.
Thank you. Here we go.
And we're flying.
Yeehaw! This is awesome. Wow, she's fast.
She is, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go say hi to Steve.
Yeah. Give him a haircut?
Give him a haircut. I think he needs one. And away we go. I think Steve's hair is looking shorter.
He might have to change his pants.
Good. All right, Blake, the time has come. Are you ready, my friend?
I'm ready.
Well, let's get you warmed up with the loop, which you already know.
Okay.
You can go ahead and look at the left side of the airplane. And then look above you. And you're going to feel a little bit of G coming on here. And there is the loop that you know. Well, you asked for a barrel roll, we got to do a barrel roll.
Okay.
We have to be talking about the same thing here. So when you say barrel roll, let's get on the same page. So maybe you show me what you think of
Right,
barrel
and this is probably not what a barrel roll is, right? So when you're just going like this, straight level, but just turning around like that.
Not a barrel roll.
Yeah, okay, all right. So what's a barrel roll then?
Yeah. So a barrel roll, you can think of it as a loop and a roll combined.
So we're looping and rolling at the same time. Float over the top just like a loop. So that's halfway through. And then we'll just recover to our original header.
Nice.
So it's like a corkscrew, more profile. Right. So it'd be looping, rolling, and then back to the original.
Okay.
And I'm going to have you look at that left-hand wing again. We're going to pull 6G. And then we're going to roll. Oh yeah, buddy.
Oh, shit.
And we'll do a hammerhead.
Yes!
Hey, which way you want to roll, left or right?
Let's go right.
And we'll roll right. And we'll pull out. Try to lift your arms up.
Oh, we gotta slow down a bit.
Not a problem.
Yeah, give me a second.
I will give you as many seconds as you need.
All right.
And if you want, you can take control.
I've got control.
Make like a left turn, a normal turn.
Oh my god, this thing is so sensitive.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, get the feel for.
What was the maneuver called?
So this is you call this a slow roll.
Okay.
Not because it has to be slow, but the idea is that it's axial.
Mm-hmm.
So you're rolling about the longitudinal axis.
Yeah.
So you don't change heading and you don't change altitude.
Yeah.
They're more difficult to do.
Luke actually just published a short video demonstrating this. It's definitely worth checking out.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I'm feeling a little sick.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah.
No worries. Do you think you got stomach to try a roll yourself?
No.
No?
No, yeah.
Okay. Well, let me know what you want to do. I can take it back, or you can...
Yeah, I take her back.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, man.
I don't know.
You know what? It was trying to put my hands up.
Yeah.
That's when I started feeling sick.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nice.
There's the tail, stick back. And then just very light braking. It's always light braking.
Yeah.
There's plenty of videos on YouTube of guys hitting the brakes too hard in these tail draggers, and bad things happen.
Short but sweet, my friend. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I'm glad you came.
Yeah, me too.
Woo! That was quick.
That was quick, yeah.
Is that a good sign or a bad sign?
No, it was good. It was just
Too much?
just a little too much too soon, but no, it was fun. I'm coming back. I'm doing this again. Yeah.
But you got your lunch still?
Yeah, it's still here. Didn't throw up.
We had to cut it short? Just
because I know my limit, right?
Yeah,
So,
that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
Right on.
The hammerhead was the best part, though.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's my
Called
favorite,
it.
I think.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed that one, and for the rest of the episodes in this series, you can visit flightchops.com and also join the mailing list so I can reach you when we publish. And until next time, keep your flight chops sharp.
Right on, man. Sweet, thanks a lot, man. Yeah, that was great.
I wanted to have clean sound when you did the lone over, but I think I said something like, God damn!
When's the last time you did a spin?
Maybe a couple years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. This plane is a really nice spin. And what kind of airplane did you do some spin training
It
in?
was at 170.
Okay, so then you've never really done a proper spin.
Oh, exactly.